Well, good morning, my people. How are you today? Today is Market Tuesday, and I was just thinking of a better title for today's broadcast. I'm trying to market the 30 kilometer per hour thing to you. I don't seem to be seeing it. I'm trying to market the automatic EPS to you. I don't seem to be seeing it. The advantages to the 30 kilometer per rule, 30 kilometer per hour speed limit in town centers and those on these busy roads is good, but it's only good during the day. And the only reason it's good is actually because we have reckless border riders. If we didn't have reckless border riders, we would not need to have 30 kilometer per hour speed limit. But I think it's because the government has failed to manage borders, because you can imagine, your border we are to 50 kilometers per hour. Now, if a border man is allowed to drive 50 kilometers per hour, and I'm not allowed to do 50 kilometers per hour, where is the fairness in that? Ngate, it's mostly the katibagenda boko etomera border tubalabe tubayiteko, because under the law I'm not even allowed to take sick people to the hospital, accident victims to the hospital. I'm supposed to drive my car and go my way. Bagenda kwetomera tubayiteko because fete tugenda kubatomera. Ate tubadede tubatomera bebade batutomera. Anyway, good morning, Zas David Klaje, Warabi VIP, Muyombia Mark Louis, Nathan 256, Jerisha Motors, Nathan 256, Agaba Agre Tumbu Habiri Morad K Momo VIP, Seru Victor. Guys, me, I've not gotten a ticket. I think I'm learning the trick. You need to, on the roads where you're driving, you need to know where the cameras are. And then as you're approaching the camera, like 2 kilometers before the camera, reduce your speed. Then if you're going fast. Now, me, I just stop. I just don't go fast. I just make sure I'm within the speed limit because I may not be able to reduce the speed. So I just drive way below the speed limit. Like if the speed limit is 70, I'm going to be doing 30. If the speed limit is 70, I'm going to be doing 60. If the speed limit is 100, I'm going to be doing 90. So the thing I do, Nzenga Arthur, is that I am constantly below the speed limit. That's one way for me to keep myself safe from the tickets. The tickets are not worth it. I find that the government is only going to benefit from us. Natumi amatalaga stage. My shipping agent, Yangambi, you are able to yabikutte nakawa. I don't know what they do normally to get the things to us, but you know it's a possibility that bagaya wabade bakola back door. And because the supreme leader Kasenti bakitaga bayinza okubebya back door babijja. I don't know what they have to do. Normally when I import my own things, nebiyita kunga ku post office, I just go and pay the tax if I need to pay the tax and get my things. That's what I thought these guys do, kati amatala gange tegatuse mbadde nyino gakozesa enkya, so now I have to hire lights. So I think the same thing that is happening with URA kyekiriwo ku police nti supreme leader ayagala sente ze ukitegeera. And you know we are going to election season. URA yahit is the target. I think it's 4 trillion below the target. Yeah, it's 4 trillion below the target. So they have to look for the 4 trillion whatever way they should. So I think that's one of the things that we are getting. Those borders, but EPS tebakuwa fine. Some of them don't even have front number plates. And the more the number of borders we have, the more we can actually see that as a country, we don't have any plan for employment, because where will you employ all those young people? Because borders is singa kuvuga bavubuka any modern Jews good morning. Nekas wile muri bulungi 30 km/h at night is not safe. Bajja kugamba nti waliwo security. Gwe byogwa bimanyi nti wali security. If you went to my grandmother will tell you this country has security. She will even tell you it's more secure than Sudan. She'll even tell you it's more secure than Congo. So gwe byogwa bimanyi mbu Uganda it is safe. Byogwa bimanyi. Todamu na kuchogerako mbu it's not safe. It is safe. We have security. You guys, I've been telling me I don't like moving at night. I don't like moving at night because it's not safe. It is not. We say at 30 km/h, if the camera is going to give you a ticket for going through the lights at 1 a.m. and you're the only one at the traffic lights at 1 a.m. Me, it's cheaper to get a fine for going through the lights at 1 a.m. than for the thieves to come, hit my car, take my things, probably beat me up, or even take my car. We know those things happen. Now, we can decide to pretend like those things are not happening in Uganda, maybe because it has never happened to you, but we all know people that have gotten that happening to them, yeah? So I don't know. The best solution is to only move when there is a lot of traffic, because abata emotoka ezitambula bwe ziba nnyingi ababbi tebagenda balumba. Naye bw'ebeera ng'emmotoka gwe oba mulinga babiri abali ku bitaala, ababbi bangi nabo bagenda kujja emmotoka zammwe bazimenyemenye babakube batwale ebintu byammwe. We know that happens. Kiza Plumbing TV, how are you? MD, good morning. Chairman Zaka nayenga mu email tumubere mu violation gyokoze ate banda bakuwandikako violation naye obviously wakuweza ticket omanya. Me today I've done the northern bypass. I've made sure that I don't go beyond 60 km/h. I have done the Entebbe Express. I have made sure to do only 90 km/h, and I've done the Mononyo Express. I made sure to only do 70 km/h because the speed limit there is 80. Which take it. But now we are going to cover our number plates. Until now, you look at violation, obstruction of the number plate. Kuba ate EPS ekuba ne namba zinenkadde bulasoka ne batugamba kuli kwali baagala kubbirako sente za new number plate oba ani yaleeta number plate ezo empya kati akolamu sente. But anyway, ne number plate munange zinenkadde ebyo bikamera bizikuba market eyo eri mu sente nga mmeka eno oba eri vetige tuyiseeko eyo UBF gibayire miliyoni singa 18 olowooza ennungi between 16 to 18. That's what I'm between 16 to 18. Wakati ya market sedi ku UBF yali bade milioni nga 15. Yali bade milioni nga 15. Na kati zi USZ weziba ziri milioni 13. BF teyinza kubeera mu ezo sente. Lwakuba market sati za ezo bwezo tezali wonyo mu UBA. Ezingira ziri mu UBF, UBG, UBH, but jibalire between 16 to 18. Because ate wosuka 18 atobo inagula market singampya mukko. But of course it also depends on the condition of the car, because you'll buy a car at 16 ngateina mipira nga sure deal kwagala kukatagala kakadde kagwaka emipira, then after going emipira ng'ogiguze baba bakola wheel balancing bagambe dream bbirifu ate toyinza gula only 2 rims, you have to buy 4 rims. Kati okitegeera 4 rims will probably cost you 1.5, that's already 2.5. Kati ogiguze 15 oba 16 already mazo kuyingira 18.5 munfo unomala bagambe wansi wali ebikubagana tubikole emitwala 5 wido yingidde 19. So ngate it's possible for you to buy a car at 19 but oyina kyogenda gikola. I don't know if the math adds up, because when we're thinking about fixing the car, we should also consider the time. Yes, ogenda gula empira ogende rimu kati ronda rimu obo obudde kati ate tujjayo be bush tubikole biba wanvu mu. So guys, I'm trying to find a better way to market the EPS auto to you guys. Amanyo abigabe matiza abantu tuyambe ko tumatize EPS auto etuyamba kirungi kyekivaamu. Me, I find that the EPS auto, we are only enabling border guys. So, bali mu 60 kilometers per hour, border. We are only enabling the bad manners of drivers, of border riders, because katamateka genda nze nomvuga 30 kilometers per hour kati wa Subaru alaika yalambi camera wezi. So I find that the trick is knowing where the cameras are and just reducing your speed before the cameras. But me, because I know I may not be able to do that, I just drive 30 kilometers per hour. Just. The Uber guys are going to work. No, they won't. Let me tell you, sometimes Mama Urban picks the kids from school, na jam Uber. And the Uber guys sometimes buy it jam. But the difference is like 1K, 2K. Katatenga mujama amazemwe banga dene asobola okumala mujjamu eddakiika nane bamwongera mu nusu 10. Okitegeera kati baba tebakola. Good morning firstborn, how are you? Ngobula warape ngobula. So anyway guys, the best way for me to market the EPS auto to you, 30 km per hour rule, the speed limit thing, it's for me to just tell you that it's a lot of money, it's not worth it. Senga abadde sente zetubadde tuba already bazikolamu ebyamakulu twaligambye kale naye katuba already sente eziwera tebazikolamu byamakulu katugenda ate bongera obutakola byamakulu kati awo. But after the traffic police, they put out amateeka luguudo. I saw a Fly Express man nga bamukubye fine 8 million. I think it's possible from morning to midday. It's possible. Because you guys, whatever Entebbe Express, it's possible for you to drive 160 kilometers per hour. It's a smooth. I think the Fly Express guys are motoka zaabwe empya. Kati bwabanga buli murundi gwavuga nkuba ekipapula kya mitwalo nkaaga. Okitegeera. George Bob, good morning. So guys, how do you market? Me, I think when we rose and it's very bad for us, just think about your money. Is a sente nyingi. Zabulwenzi roza wako nga ansara kati mbade nyingi da 32. Kansale kavuga 25. Zabankubire ngombe beba wakati now here this is definitely 30 km per hour zone. It's not a highway. So kati nze abana nkubire ngombe mwe munamanya I'm going to be doing 30 kilometers per hour. Arthur, is it okay to overhaul my Mark's engine or buy a Japan used one? It consumes oil. So that I think it's okay as long as you give it someone. Man, you kuweze muroka za viviti yakati ingine bazidamu bazikolera nno ddala ate nesirika batandika ebyuma babireta. It's cheaper to overhaul the engine. And one thing, guys, let me tell you about the engines. Those replacement engines, so it's also going to do 2 years, max 3 years. The overhaul engine done properly will also do 2-3 years because of the poor spares, of course, that we have. Opande babu banego just manyabumanyati kati wantu wali kapande. This road tekuli upande bwa speed. Na yenze nchimanyi ninavuga 30 kilometers per hour. Nchimanyi ekipapula ky'emitwalo 2 izo sente nyingi okuziwa polisi kati zikoleredde. Kati nze ngenda kuvuga mpola paka kuwulira bubi. Era nagamba mama kati cooperation kukeera. Kubabo tutakera bagenda tukuba ebipapula. Wetakera bagenda tukuba ebipapula so kati operation kukeera. Good morning Kasule. Hello, how are you? Olaba no lugudu tuli mu kyalo ne gwara bya kapande ka speed tewali we kali na yes some of us walono wahali yandiye mabegando za asazeewo kirabika nze nvuga speed entufu katagenda kumva mabega oba ise nze manye nako yange eje mitwalo 2 kati abana bange babagala KFC ku Friday itubako semtolo jafenga 13 tukangene kwate sentence waba police ku Friday tunali aje Have speed kilometer 30 per hour. Those are mundaba. Hey, you are going to learn patience. Munabire ku Arthur, bobanga gwenga gwe you cannot see on yourself. You should see on Arthur. 30 kilometer per hour. There is no joking. I want a police officer now to stop me saying you're going too slow. Aonja kurwana. So guys, what is the best way for you to market the EPS auto to someone? Omulaba watukutuku bwavuga. Omulaba mateka tegabaliko. Asanga avuga 30 kilometers per hour abaita ku 50. Ate police neta mkuba chipapula because police ababoda n'abatukutuku tebakwatako. Wagenza abantu bonna babadde unemployed. Osege is like the employment zone the government has provided for young men and mostly young men. So there are places actually where you would go and you feel like 30 kilometers per hour is actually fast. Like now I'm doing about 27 kilometers per hour. Me, I'm patient. Ngenda kumulimu. Ogenda kumulimu, ogenda kola emitwalo 7 bakube ekipapula kya 2. Kanvuge mpola. Katika tawe nsambya tewali kamera. Yiyo, nkulage kamera zizo. Ozirabye? Kamera ozirabye? Nze kati ngenda balaga kamera buli weziri kuba kati nange nsoma sinategira wa weziri watuufu naye kati mu junction nozirabye kamera zikuba abekyengulu zikuba abava eno zikuba abava ensamba zikuba abava mu kirombe nze ngenda kulaga kamera mweziri. Era one thing I know is that most people that have gotten those tickets it's because they don't know where the cameras are. Another thing with you overspeeding because you know the cameras are not there is that you'll get to the cameras without knowing. It's the best thing for you to do is to get used to the speed. 30 kilometers per hour. Yeah. I'm doing 30 kilometers per hour. Banabana banonye national ID ban. Me, I'll just get someone and pay money. Sigenda kwebonya. Inafuna yobufunyi muntu ali munde eyo. Mwe sente gundi yanga ajinkoleleko eveyo. Abaye ka 30 kilometers per hour mukalaba. Hey, it's embarrassing. Sigenda kuba ticketing andaba. Bayinza no batandise okutekawo hidden cameras kuba zino sente bagenda kukola sente mpya nenkadde. Kati nze sige yange tebagenda kujirya. Kamera endala muzirabye. You guys, have you seen the other cameras? Zizo. Tunulaawo. Ogirabye kamera endala? Mwe mugambe mwe nsambya tewali kamera. Nze ngenda zibalaga nze buli wenziraba kubezimu kamera nezimu. Some of these cameras you may not see them because you don't know where they are. Me, I'm going to show you. Me, I'm going to do my 30 kilometers per hour. I don't know what I find okubafunye ekipapula ekya 2. oba agenda kukolayo mmeka gyala kubaka kyabiri gagenze email ate kukuba gifunye you violated traffic rules. Me, I'm going to do 30. Now I'm doing 27 to avoid trouble. Guys, the thing is, if you don't change before change comes. Change when change comes, change will change you. Kasate kilomita kawoma kanyiza naye kawoma mafuta tugenda bate tunywa na kunywa mbalage kamera endala mwabagamba kamera teziriiwo. You look up awo kamera ogirabye awo wansi w'omuyembe kamera ogiraba njiyimirireko ogirabye kamera anti mugambe ensambya tewali kamera nze kanvuge 30 km/h. Have you seen the cameras? I'm going to show them to you. The cameras are everywhere. Hey, Godfrey Tambala, good morning. Kat we are here doing 30 km/h. And I'm going to show you the cameras so that you know why I have a friend in Kahaya. She told me yesterday they received an email for tickets worth 5 million. I'm going to be a law-abiding citizen. But this is embarrassing, people. This is embarrassing. You see how slow I'm going. You see. And another thing is that you can see the person in front of you like they are going too slow. You try to overtake them. As you overtake them, you do 32 and the camera sees you. And 200,000 shillings. Yesterday I saw one taxi on Entebbe Road was given 6 million. On Saturday and Sunday, I was all over Express and Northern Bypass doing 80 and 140. I'm soon getting high blood pressure. People, me I'm going to show you the cameras in some. I know I've missed some of them, but I know they are there. Even me, I'm here worried I may have tickets from behind. I've been checking my email like nothing. But I say my because to sonye. Katiba katandika okugaba epapula ebyo aka batandise yesterday. Cameras, where are the cameras? Mr. Ragnar, you look for the cameras, eh? You saw one where? You look for them, we don't want to get tickets, eh? You guys, I'm babysitting my youngest son. 30 km mukalaba. Kamirembe nnyo era ku live broadcast mugenda babuli wamu wetegereza najikuba emitwalo nkaaga. Okay, wana mu junction tewali kamera nga that's impossible, that's inconceivable. Mbote wali kamera wano wali owa field yandiye mabega avuga 20 ye bya speed yabivuddeka ayagala mabagayi tugenda kwavu wala singa tetukendeze speed nenga baba boda mbala baba boda bo bavuga bibagala because boda fine it is backward. I'm looking for cameras, guys. One of the strategy to beat these tickets is to know where the cameras are. You're looking for them? Okay. Nemtabani wanga anonya camera 30 kilometers per anze mvuga 30 sisuka. Wow. So guys, I'm trying the better way to market this thing to you. The 30 km/h, the EPS auto. Abantu abesimba ku MP no labira atasobola kuyita wo. Ngane waba wa noob. Yeah, motorcycles. You know what happens, eh? The government does not arrest motorcycle people. Mutabani wanga agamba anti motorcycle emuterabye camera. Emoroka yise badegenze mu fort. Chichi, what is happening? Yuka. Badegenze sebo mu fort. It has a what? It has a boom boom. People, did you see my car was going to 40 km/h? It does not know what we are going through as a country now. Net very serious bana abantu. Tosoraga muntu avuga speed yeno. Ntiwajita ngo mwechi papule chabiri. Tosoraga mba muno vuga bwana. Ate kati it's very bosara mbuka avuga 30 km enyini okujja ngo ina cruise control. But I've tried to cruise control at low speeds. It's almost like it doesn't work. Like camera ojirabye. Guys, have you seen the camera? There. Mujirabye, look on the right. Aonge wali kalina kirecha oba yo cream.
And I found one camera.
It's up there. You've seen it? There. Ozina camera.
And I saw 2 cameras.
There are 3 cameras up there. Kangende ne watali nnyo camera. At least ovuga ko 35. Camera teziri ne mama. 30 kilometers tezivugika. Yes. Yes. Mwe bagaye. Omuntu kaawone naye omaaso tewali kamera awo. Guys, luli tubadde tunoonya ba traffic katugenda taliko kunoonya kamera. Good morning, Mr. Komita UGVIP. We are looking for cameras. Me and my son in here in the car. We are looking for cameras in the car. Wana tewali camera. But I am sure kali akakubo kenzirako kaliko kalina camera. Yeah?
That side I go to.
Yes, you look for cameras. Don't look at camera. Say, katuziduke. But was every time you can run away from a camera, run away from a camera. That is the best. That's the best way to not build a man eat man society. These cameras, they are going to eat us alive. You know, you people. Ogena malako na kumwenepa prabia mitwarana.
But I saw one house have a camera.
Okay. Those cameras don't give us tickets. The only cameras that give us tickets are the cameras that are on the road. Okay, I'm going to show you like an example. You guys, I'm doing 30 kilometers per hour. No wonder I'm the only one in the road. The rest are also either doing 30 kilometers per hour or they did 60 and just took the receipts. At 30 kilometers per hour, there is no way you don't stop at a zebra crossing. Arthur, nsale wadi okusasula for the love of God's convention on which number. Sinakutegeera baba. Godfrey sinakutegeera. But what was the reason behind these limits? No, borders are the biggest reason why we have accidents on the roads. And because the government has failed to manage borders, this is my take, and it's very valid. Because the government has failed, because the government has failed to manage borders, and of course it can't. So they have decided to manage us. Because at 50 kilometers per hour, I can stop immediately. Because the borders are not easy to manage. Do you remember how you were in your homes, at home, and then your mother could not control your young sister or young brother, and instead they decide to control you, and then they tell you, that's what they are doing to us. Because they have failed to manage borders, they are making us manage ourselves so that the borders are no trouble for them. So that's my take, and I know it's a very valid thing. Managing our border, the employment avenue for camera. Hey, Alban, there are other cameras up there. Have you seen them? There are other cameras up there. There are 3. Are they 3 or 2? There are 3 cameras. Huh? No, there are 2 there. Muzirabe camera zizo. Kati muvuge beyond the speed limit. Mitwala abiri manje otandika okugagga banga obugabi kuba kati awo government obujiwadwe. Arthur, the slow speed tenywa mafuta manji. Guys, let me tell you one thing. The slow speed consumes fuel, but even if it does, it will not consume as much as 200,000. You get it? We have to accept the lesser evil. You get like fuel consumption goes a little high, but not as high as 200,000. One day I got there at Kigali, but nayo navayo ndi mulwadde 60 to 80 kilometers, but Kampala 30 only. No, in Kampala the goal is to keep the borders safe. They cannot control borders. You know, government has tried to eliminate borders from Luma. Kamera ndala yidi mujirengedde kamera ndala yi yawo maso obate enkubye ekipapula mbadde mu 31 oba 30.5 awo eyo yiyo mugirabye erabika ekinkubye mbadde 30.5 kati asigadde mu 20 ali asinga kasigadde ne kamera endala zizo muzirabye zizo wetuwetera zizo mukama katonda wange kansa kevuga 20 30 ze couple 30 nzibu ya ku maintaining ati so jita mwa katono The move to regular speed limit was a valid one, but 30 kilometers is not feasible. At least it would have been 50. And 50 with the borders, 50 with the borders, 50 is safe if you only have cars. But the moment you add in the mix of borders, most of the border guys are young men that don't have any level of education. Nti omwana asoma P7 fees in Zibula, nibamufundia pitch. The boy is 14 years. It's just that some boys are tall, but some boys are 14 years old. Guys, I'm going to be reporting to you if I got a receipt today. Ngangezeza kuba nange. Ngangezeza just taka kamera kembadde sirabye. Ate kali wabi. Kali mu kikomera kati kya muntu. Tekali kukazibuka kuloza nti kakuba ebitiketi. Arthur, you mean speed limit does not apply to No, it doesn't. Speed limit doesn't apply to borders, guys. Traffic rules have never applied to borders. They have never. They have never. Yes, in theory they do, but practically they don't. The reason why we are limited to 30 kilometers per hour is to keep the borders safe, however reckless they may be. Because the government is using us to do its job. Kati ode wasumbaru ekipapula kyetegekedde nganda abali wulira ndo bwalinnya n'omuliro wulira ekipapula kati wano sinalabawo kamera naye ndoza muzirabye obungi Huntington bwakedde munnawe tuli eno mbya speed limit anti 30 kilometers per hour buzisusa mboti ngabiri gakutte other kilometer rule applies to all cities. Yes, everywhere where there is a camera. Where there is no camera, you're safer. 30. Madden pitamu. Madden tandi kuyitamu. Gwe customer nyante ekitundu kyoli kiri mu camera. 30 kilometers per hour no kuba ebitaala. Arthur, not every camera on the road ekuba fine. We have radars, but in Uganda, looks like every camera on the road. Every camera, Nathan. Arthur, how to check each papula if camera capture? You wait for email. You're going to get an email from police. Not WhatsApp.
Okay, I saw a man like
this. I hear the speed limit at Katabi Light is 10 kilometers per hour. A friend was fined 600 after driving 41. Hey! Hey, it's good. I'm not going to Katabi anytime soon. Which place would have 10 kilometers per hour? Even the government is very serious. Anti katorobe fudda bali serious obukati bagenda kugamba the government wetandi kokola nga mujira bwe batekola nga mweyogeza kati tandi sokola mujira sekere muri amanya otandika okukuba omuntu ekipapula 10 kilometers per hour. Our government vehicles batugamba mbu it's sent to the transport officer, but we all know they are not going to find them. They just talk about them. What if they don't have my email, or if I close the one they have? Kaganzi, as long as the car is in your names, you have an email. That's what you use to get emails from URA that your transfer is complete. That same email is what they are going to use because they find you pay the money to URA, you don't pay the money to Uganda police. And because you pay the money to URA, it's URA that is going to send you an email on behalf of Uganda police. Rox UG, the soldier boy, how are you? It's just someone that has commented here. Remember, guys, do you know what it means to do 10 kilometers per hour? In account for you people that are going abroad, just hire a car. The people that are in the car hire business, you should be taking security deposit. Omuntu akurikira million ya bipapura. Sometimes the foot are in and you forget about the speed limit. I know a footer. But me, the good thing, I'm on the broadcast in the morning most of the time. So I'm going to keep reminding myself through you that I should do 30 kilometers per hour. I'm going to keep reminding myself. I'm going to buy a border. Yeah. Now borders are actually going to be safer to travel on. Neko highway abantu bagenda bamanyi kati kamera weziri. kati nga wano tewano kamera ziriwa. There are no cameras here. Kino ekitala kya wano tekirina kamera kira kati bannazissaawo. So here you can even like go through drive through the lights even when it's red. Wano tewali bitaala. Tewali kikamera wano ekyebitaala tewali. So here you can go through the lights. Owa Subaru gwe banaakuba ekipapula alinnya ky'omuliro. That's the trouble. Need a mila, like an envelope and be humble. 27 kilometers per hour. It's safer for you to be, because when you go through, you can go to 29. They want to go to wali camera. When you to wali camera, but people katuli nyeko. Katuli nyeko ante wali camera. Wano te wali camera katulabe wali maso. Te wali katuli nyeko. Tewali kamera katuli nyeko kandabe. Tewali kamera. No guys, this is Babakuwa ekipapula ky'emitwalo abiri. It doubles, right? Wano tewali wonna kamera. Wano tujja vuganga. Wano tewali kamera wonna.
Then why is it saying red light behind?
It's saying red everywhere, but the traffic officers allowed us. Now that's the trouble. I've seen someone complaining that the traffic officer allowed them to go and then he got a receipt. I don't know when they're going to put the window camera or traffic number again. What? An officer is there telling us to go. Harrison Muindo, good morning. Great Mountain, how are you? Bro, your roads are not too bad. Hey, okay. Muburamu, temuli kuba panya. You ride the border, you increase your chances to die. Atikati with the 30 kilometer per hour traffic rule, the borders are safe. I'm going to just do 30 kilometers per hour. I find that it's safer than even border. I've seen so many drivers of the express. Whenever they're approaching the cameras, they reduce to 100 or below. Then after they increase. Like some. And kakati, on the express, as you enter the express, there is a traffic light, and there is a camera. After the camera, there is no other camera until you get to Kajansi. Ochitegeera, right? Zemba wadde tip yabuwa. Waliwo kamera emu ng'oyingira nga wakayingira busega bwoti. Waliwo kamera. Ono wa Subaru amanyi kulinnya muliro tamanyi mmoroka. You don't know how to maneuver. Look at him. Bagenda na mukulubula. Tamanyi ku maneuveringa. Kakana gwe. Kakana. Liwa taxi naye tomanyi mmotoka. Simanyi anvudde mu layini. Nyinza oba anvudde no mu layini. Oba oli yavudde mu layini. Ne wa Subaru ono tamanyi mmotoka. Amanyi kulinnya muliro. Gwe musajja gwe wa taxi lwaki totereera? Mwayigirawo emmotoka. Lwaki totereera? Kindi mabega wano ekya taxi. Tekitereera mu leeni. My MPs are passed this law. It wasn't from the parliament. A better regulation passed by the ministry. Omanyi the ministries have powers to do some of their own things. That did not go to parliament. Man, as you drive, you don't look like you are in Uganda. Flyover, interchange. Whatever kanga aliye Bulaya. Ati wanoka wakuwa illusion wano. Arthur, does 30 kilometers per hour help reduce on fuel in this guys? No, it doesn't. You go ogenda bovuga mu gear nene. The bigger the gear, the more the fuel consumed. The bigger the gear, kati wano walaba wano waliwo ebitala bibiri kati kiriwe kigendo tukuba fine. Because waliwo ebitala bibiri byonna biraga direction yemu. Kiriwe ekikwata kino nga kita kati kiri kikutte. Kati kina kitadde. Uganda government, where are you? Katabe wano ovuga speed ki itawo mukadde niteewo bubbebi temunagamba saabalazi nze bulonala bubbebi I will stop intentionally mbalageko bubbebi now those taxis which have faulty speedometers come with them a camera teraba speedometer camera eraba motoka I don't know. It's going to be a tag of war. I'm waiting for an email ndaboba kiti camera kyo munsonda bali kinkumi ekitala. As I think these people fear borders. If they disturb them, they can overthrow the government. Yes, that borders are serious, you people. Government tesobola border mwe barabe. Bana abana bano basajja bano bakwata. Government bagisudde dda. Era gana amateeka go border tezigakwata. Olaba ffe tubateeka tikona kuwa border wano bayinza okuba ne bakwochayo kyo. Bana abana ba border. They are frustrated. Uganda tulina science tukozesa mala in these things. Charges will be unrealistic, and after a few lawsuits, babizeyo for review. Who is going to go to court? Teri agenda mu court. Bana Uganda tugenda vuga buvuzi mpola twamanyira okunyigirizibwa. Kutaiza ga muntu kuva 30 kilometers per hour. Katulaba wano kupaka nze nvugawo. Naye obeera ovuga wano obuvuga osobola ovuga 30. Katika tugamenti wano ovuga 20. Ababoda mbala bagoloza kwaba ababoda kuli wavuga ya 30. Abo. Kati they are protecting border men. Okisegeera nti baba boda kabakole ebyekigwavwa naye gwe ow'emmoloka we can see you. Nze I'll go to court at some time. Ngende mutu kiikirire nze nja kujjampa obujulizi. Buli omu wakulozaako nnyo. Omanyi buli muntu ne bw'oba munene otyo baako omuntu gw'otya kati gavumenti etya babboda omulabo wa boda bwapakinze makati mukkubo. Bapakinga makati mukkubo ne beebaka n'okwebaka. Bavuga wanuwe nga bwe baagala. Of course kati wano 30 kilometers is realistic. But you cannot tell me that mbere nga nvuge katabi ng'oyagala nvuge 10 kilometers per hour. Doesn't make sense at all. Katalawo wa boda avuga wanuwe. No yavuga one way. No yavuga one way. You get teri abakwatako kati gwe moroka jangu. Aba police bajja kujanga 8. Bakaye nti ovuga one way. Gagenda kwata baani. Mpozi parliament e stopping. But you know the thing is that that's a regulation from the ministry. If it byava mu bundi. Byava mu parliament kweli byava mu ministry. Byava mu parliament ye. Tebiyinza kuva mu parliament. Era byava mu parliament bempi benaalema beetaga kuba migo kuba bibayisa amateeka. The opposition MPs bonna ne bwe beekwata ne bagaana. There is nothing they can do. Kyomanya buli tteeka eriyite Uganda. Ba MP ba NRM baba baliyisiza kuba bangi. Actually, ba MP ba opposition bonna we bagaana ekintu kiyita kasaba NRM baba basazeewo okukiisa katula wa boda azungira mu kkulu. I'm doing 10 kilometers per hour leera mbadde nkitomedde. I don't know. They are saving border men Zimbabwe. Because borders have been killing people a lot. And then I think they were thinking, what solution do we have for borders? They said we either eliminate borders altogether, yeah, or we start arresting them, and eventually the borders will rise. So they say, you know what? Let's limit the speed of the cars, because if cars are going at a speed where then we will have protected the borders. What do you smell?
smells of
What? The sky. You cannot smell the sky. You can't. No one has ever smelled the sky. The sky is up there, very far. You smell juice. You want to take juice? Muirembozi tubeeramu ne mutabani wange. Bw'aba alina ky'ayagala okulya ng'ayeebuzaabuza mbu akiwunyiriza. So here I'm doing 20 kilometers per hour. Yeah. On Wendy, I'm doing 20 kilometers. Naye omulabe wa boda bw'ayagala okuzunga. Avuga in one way. By the way, guys, this is a one way. But you're going to see how many bodas are coming this direction. In one way, it's clear it's a one way. Let's count. 1, 2, Tubala boda avuga one way. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Abatunudde mu one way 10. Baba 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. 22 border borders in the last 1 minute. 23. 23 border borders in the last 1 minute have been doing one way. 24. 25. I'm doing 10 kilometers per hour. Nirambadde nkitomedde. Okitegeera nti government eremereddwa okuregulating abantu balina okusooka okuregulating nesalawo ffe bebenyigiriza neno nayo one way oyo wa boda avuga one way. Sometimes I think bana abasajja ba boda balaika bambega ba government nga ba police nga tetumanyi, because how else does that even make sense to you? No, you naye avuga one way. Does that even make sense to you that there is someone that can do a one way and not be penalized for it? One way. That's not my part. My part is to drive 30 kilometers per hour, which I am doing, by the way. So anyway, guys, Market Tuesday. Our inner business, together to EPS auto, and we swallowed our saliva and forgot to speak. Today is Market Tuesday. Tell us about your business. Guys, my business is 30th August. Together with Love for Cars Convention. We're going to be at the Love Cars Convention. Mwanda byenga avuga tipa iyo musenyo kirombe kyantawanyira ko munayo mwana omuyabuza footage waffe. It should have been nice. We had two cameras. One was outside. Eyebweru eyo footage yenna yabula. Yenna. That's why we had only one camera on the inside. But still, I thought the story still came out. Abagala okuinvestinga mu business eyo namwe mwagitegedde nga bwetambula, which was the goal, yeah. Naye munange omwana yabuza footage waffe omulungi. You see, then the parking lot when I only move at 30 kilometers per hour, and it's safe. Now I'm doing 20, not 30. And it's very safe. Now I'm imagining why they are forcing us to do 30 kilometers on roads where we should clearly be doing 50. Doesn't make sense. After that, is speed limit apply to ambulances? No, those are emergency vehicles. It doesn't apply to them. There is an attack on for those who have cars. It's an attack on cars. It's generally an attack on drivers, because if you drive a car, it means you and the border are responsible for the border's safety, but they have given you all the responsibility. I once told the Ugandan, I once told you Uganda is a failed state. Cabinet ejjude old cargo. Obayise cargo. Mukama yambe gwanga. Oli kubera do etwale. Abatusibye mu buyinike. Ense nsuubize mukama. Starch. What I realize is that our cars Zivaroma, they think we made it. That a kilometer is a pain. Imagine if you're taking a sick person to the hospital. That's another thing. Now, if you're driving, taking a sick person to the hospital, you have to think, is this sick person worth 1 million shillings in fines? That's why it's important kucharo tubereko na amalwaliro agatuwachi first aid. Kati dwaliro likuwe first aid nga bayita ambulance. Kuba ambulance yo kaya igenda okukizibwa kukola ki? Ambulance yo kaya ikizibwa okuvuga beyond the speed limit. Kati kugundi kucharo, you're supposed to have a good clinic that can give you good first aid. Because if you get good first aid, then then you can have the time to wait for an ambulance. So today I'm babysitting my son. Ali wano. Ali dalu oba namala konze simanyi na kumanya. Bana abana balina kubeera mu ssomero. Balina kubeera mu ssomero wafulumira essomero najjambo atandika okubeera naawe bogenda kubonaabona ng'omuntu. Guys, kamba sibule. Naye nga kyonna kye kiri muvuge 30 kilometers per hour. Emitwalo 2 mangi webeera fine. Naye kangende neetegeke ninayo bushaawo mu maaso abwe badde bonfudde bize. Badde bonfudde bize nga project kanji yimirizzaamuko. Naye tugenda tandika okufuuwa. Langi tugenda tandika. Azas David Klaje warabye chi VIP Muyombya Mark Louis Nathan 256 Jerisha Motors Nathan 256 Agaba Agre Tumbu Abiri Morad K Momo VIP Seru Victor ne Henry Modern Juice Chiza Plumbing Service MD Chairman Zach Chairman Wakamori Ani Firstborn George Bob Mugaga Sadat Paul Sema Canelian Properties Uganda Luwemba Roger Godfrey Tambala Mr. Cometa UGVIP Ronald M. Kasendwa VIP Kabali Moses Nsime Mukama Aaron Chambade Hannington Rox UG the Soldier Boy Harrison Mohindo Great Mountain G Siba Mazeyo no Christopher Kalanzi Kenbat Ronald Muchwa Starch Events Wasiba Hussein Arthur ko elefu ne tanka eyakatanda walai. Amina, guys, thank you very much for choosing to be with me this morning. I wish you a very lovely day. I enchanyizo obutakola broadcast yako machana nyinzo bakolere y'olwegulo. Why? Encho olunaku luli busy nnyo kuva saawa 12 ngera there is a Monday that I told you I am a little busy, but I might actually do the broadcasts. Njagikola. Mukama abampeera omukisa. I'll see you tomorrow in the morning. Ciao. Ragnar.